Hi, I'm Paul Sullenberger. In this video, we're going to cover the installation for the new CeramicSpeed OSPW X for SRAM Red XPLR 13-speed E1 derailleurs. We're going to go ahead and start with the unboxing, as there's an included special 3mm tamper-proof bit needed for removing the stock cage and installing the new cage. So go ahead and slide the box open. First we have the OSPW X system on top. We have an included CeramicSpeed X decal for your biker toolbox, pulley wheel oil for maintenance of the bearings, the included tamper-proof bit, an intention card guiding to our support page for installation and support help, or the final card with welcome information for the CeramicSpeed app and our warranty registration. We're now ready to take the 3mm tamper-proof bit and move forward with the bike in the stand for installation. Now, with your bike in the stand, we'll go ahead and remove the chain and the rear wheel to get access to the back of the cage. Once you have found your quick link, we can go ahead and move the cage forward and use the cage lock to remove tension. And then with the appropriate tool, we can disengage the chain. And you want to check based on the chain link if you have a reusable quick link or if it's a single use. If your chain was appropriately measured from the start, you will be able to use the same chain link. Now, we can go ahead and remove the rear wheel. Please note, do not rotate the cage and clutch out of the derailleur body, as this may allow the clutch to expand and become extremely difficult to reinstall. Leave the clutch inside the derailleur body and remove the derailleur cage using the bolts on the back. And with the included tamper-proof bit on the back of the derailleur cage, we're going to remove first the smaller lower bolt. This engages the stop screw for the spring tension. You will reuse this. We will carefully release the cage lock, allowing the cage to rotate forward, removing all spring tension. And now we can go ahead and remove the stock cage bolt. And ensure that the bit sits nicely inside the bolt to avoid stripping the aluminum bolt head. Remove the bolt and the washer, and you will reuse both of these. We're now ready to take the OSPW X cage and align on the back of the derailleur to move forward with the installation. Go ahead and stabilize the derailleur with one hand, locate the rounded bottom part of the interface and ensure it aligns with the clutch interface. Let it sit flat against the derailleur, and we'll go ahead and apply the stock washer and bolt to secure this into place. Carefully secure by hand first, and then we'll swap over, and this goes to a torque of 4.5 Newton meters. Now carefully go ahead and wind back the cage to add spring tension. You can follow the arrow on the back of the cage that says wind spring. With the cage wound back and the cage stop in place, we can go ahead and install the rotation stop bolt. And this one also goes to 4.5 Newton meter. Now we've successfully installed the cage. We can go ahead and reinstall the wheel and our chain, and then we'll double check the setup on our cage. I'll make sure the chain sits appropriately on the narrow wide tooth profile of the upper and lower ALPHA disc pulleys. Make sure the chain is on the correct side of the lower cage post so it rides on the pulley and not the cage. Behind the lower pulley, in front of the upper pulley, and around the rear wheel. If reusing the chain that you had, you can go ahead and secure with the cage in the forward lock position. Otherwise, please reference the original SRAM chain measuring guide by looking at the frame model and/or chainstay length for the correct length chain. We'll secure the chain, we'll release the tension on the cage, and confirm that our derailleur is aligned appropriately. Ensuring the chain is on your narrow wide profiles and appropriately seated, you can go ahead and check alignment following the SRAM app, the shift gear, and the overall setup in your reverse tension on your traditional direct mount setup for SRAM. With all settings in place, you're now ready to go ride.